Welcome to Jazara for Dummies. It is the 9th of April 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. Currency wars. The White House's imposition of 104% tariffs on Chinese imports, effective as of April 9, 2025, is likely to have significant ripple effects on global currency values, though the exact impact depends on a variety of economic responses and countermeasures. If China were to sell off a significant portion of its U.S. bonds, Treasury securities, it could indeed have ripple effects on global currency markets, potentially acting as a catalyst for other foreign currencies to rise in value relative to the US dollar. All planned and executed to perfection by the alliance. At face value, it looks like the two countries are at war. But behind the scenes, they undo Biden's China corruption, which will soon come out, and working to collapse the China Communist Party controlling China. Same playbook as with South Africa's pro-communist ANC party. It is all about freeing the people whilst obliterating the corrupt regimes. ZiG stability defies odds. Zimbabwe has clocked a full year since adopting the Zimbabwe Gold, ZiG, currency, which has achieved commendable stability evidenced by low inflation and exchange rate predictability, anchored by prudent monetary policy management and other supportive government measures. Despite skepticism and resistance to transact using the local currency by some speculators, major monetary policy indicators have shown that the ZiG is gaining higher economic momentum. Vietnam, Iraq, Zimbabwe, and India are drawing attention. The global currency reset is upon us. Vietnam discussing possibly reviewing their exchange rate. Of course, they are. So are many others. Reuters released an article that says they will buy U.S. defense and security products to tackle the trade gap. The article states, in Monday's statement, Chin said Vietnam would review issues such as its monetary policy, exchange rate, non-tariff barriers and ensuring the correct origin of goods, in line with the concerns aired by Navarro. The first time I have really seen an official economic site talking about a rate change. The first basket currencies are in preparation for the global currency reset. A perfect storm is about to hit South Africa's biggest employers. SA's agriculture and automotive sectors are facing a storm of epic proportions as the United States tariffs are about to kick in, and there's near certainty that the African Growth and Opportunity Act will end. South Africa is among the countries being hit with higher tariffs, announced at 31%. The US is going to school the ANC beyond what they expect, and personal leadership sanctions are going to expose their crimes and corruption globally. I smell regime change. Reciprocal tariffs level the playing field. President Trump says we are taking $2 billion a day from tariffs. Tariffs are on. The White House says President Trump will not accept a situation where Wall Street is allowed to run the economy. Do not panic. When the stock market goes down below 20,000, remain calm. Everything is going to be reset, and there will be volatility. Short-term disruption will eventually lead to long-term stability. We have one of the greatest minds in American history in the captain's chair. The Seven Kingdoms. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth threatens China and vows to take back the Panama Canal. China did not build this canal. China does not operate this canal, and China will not weaponize this canal. Together, we will take back the canal from China's influence. DOD Chief Pete Hegseth has praised Panama for recognizing the clear threat China poses by ditching the Belt and Road Initiative, as the global powers recalibrate their economic ties. Q military intelligence said, "Watch the water, you better believe it." U.S. to free the Panama Canal from China. U.S. warships heading to Panama immediately, says U.S. Defense Secretary. The Pentagon, led by Secretary Pete Hegseth, has announced the deployment of an undisclosed number of U.S. warships to monitor and secure the Panama Canal, citing concerns over Chinese influence in the region. Simultaneously, the U.S. plans to review docking fees and tariffs for Chinese vessels at American ports. In parallel, potential military pressure on Iran has also been confirmed. Markets are expected to experience significant volatility in the coming days as tensions escalate globally. As said, the U.S. will take the Panama Canal. We are moving into turbulent times. That sums up your Wednesday news. See you tomorrow.